So hey there guys, just watched this episode of Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 5. It was insane. A lot of tension with this Goob Doop thing. Uh, and the last 5 minutes, that was the most crazy stuff. So yeah, the links are in the description to the reaction, so watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. Let's go through that. It's not that much to discuss in the first part, uh, to be honest. So they wanted to kill Erwin. Like their plan was to dismiss the whole Survey Corps, to get rid of Erwin, to capture Historia, to capture Erwin, to silence everyone, and to use. I suppose their mission was to make Historia eat Eren, silence all people, and like make Historia do the memory thing again. That's the only reasonable thing for me to assume. Because they did a lot of bad stuff, and the revolution has started, you know. I mean, they could have used that in a different way, but this is the most logical thing to me. And yeah, the dicks, McDicks, even though Erwin said everything pretty clearly that, guys, we're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing, how would you handle that? There's no future here with the way you're handling the problem. And he said absolutely everything. He said it like you cannot even say he's wrong. Like every single word is like true. But they're like, nope, nope, nope. Screw you, screw you. We decide we're the main ones here. We're the bosses. And you violated chapter 6 of the thing. You kept Eren Yeager. You killed people. You're such a bad person. How can you live in this world? Yeah. And they announce like you're going to be executed and we're gonna have fun. But then Erwin stands and he smiles, and the girl runs in. The Pixies' subordinate who was with him from the very first season. She's very easily recognizable. And she says, like, you know what? The Colossal and the Armored Titan just broke the wall rose, and started another invasion. And just as Erwin was saying, like if that happens, all the humanity should go inside the wall, the last wall, Sheena. And the previous time they handled it pretty easy. Like let's make these 200,000 people go and die. Nice, dealt with it. And yeah, soldiers, as soon as they heard that, they're like, no, we have to protect, let everyone in. Uh, they want to protect the humanity. They're soldiers. They're like, feel the responsibility. But these dicks, no, 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 close the doors. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We want our food to us. These people, let them die. No problem. And everyone like, what? You were just saying about some chapter 6 of something, and now you're doing what? You're only thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about the humanity. And everyone heard that. And like they showed their dirty, slimy, ugly faces. And everyone's heard that. And Niall said, I'm not gonna obey you, go to hell, guys. I have my wife to protect, my kids to protect. They live, by the way, in Walrose, in Eastern District of Walrose. So it's not safe to live there. And basically, the Sina wall, like the very noble people live here, the richest one, the richest ones. So for there, like, no, how can we let some dirty guys walk here, dicks? And thankfully, this was all a plan. And the girl asked Mr. Zekley, Darius Zekley, to arrive here. And he's like with the guys with the guns. Like, hello, we just heard what you said. That was not nice of you to say that. And man, look at those fucks. Just look at them. Just look at these faces. I wanna shoot them in the face with something. But it was nice. It was the right decision to not shoot them because they know the secrets, some secrets of the walls, and they're not saying about them, not telling about that. So you have to be very forceful, but not kill them. They're useful. And yeah, the revolution started. They let Erwin go. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And Pixies gives the speech that your decision, as long as your decisions were in the best interests of humanity, like I can serve you. But since you're doing like what you want, I'm not gonna buy that. And they punched the king, so he was alive. It's like some stupid, retarded grandpa sitting here don't understand what's happening. Like, I wonder how long he was there. Like, nice job, by the way. I'd like to work like that. Just be the king, you know? Yeah, yeah. Sit here, be all like noble, eat, drink, and look important. And don't even think about what people are saying around you. You're not here to decide. You're here to be a king. And the guys with the guns arrive. It was Hanji and Moblit, and they bring news that yep, the revolution happened, and now Survey Corps are free again. Thank you very much for that. Flegel scolding the older reporter guy that no, we should you should tell the truth, and the younger guy also like yeah, and they print the newspapers. But man, who writes that? Who is the like? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? This is the same guy who did Levi, I suppose, in the one of the previous episodes. This looked terrible, and everyone's happy. Levi says, "Excuse me, that few of your guys died." And yeah, then the part happens when I was saying that this is a very serious moment for this nation, for our humanity, because stuff's gonna be changing from now on, and nobody knows where it's gonna lead us. It may lead us in a bright future. It may lead us in total despair. But it should change something. Well, before we were living in a stable but but dying society. It felt like dying society because how many people died in the last 5 years? It's like hundreds of thousands already dead. And if they attack again, uh, Bertolt and Reiner and who knows who else, like another hundreds of people might have died, hundreds of thousands of people. So there was a right decision, and they planned to get the real king royal family back. I wonder why was this all, why why the real king was not there. Like he had like another dude, and they had different names. So this king was called Fritz, while this king is Reyes. Why is he raised? Like, the kings are like the generations of kings. They have one family name, should have one family name. But the real king is Race. That kind of like a king is Fritz. Why is that? And then quite interesting dialogue between Erwin and Zachary, Darius, Zachary. Well, first of all, Zachary is not the nicest person around, but he is a human. Every single one of us have some dark side, me included and you included 100%. It's just you keep it inside of you. But this guy he just said like, yeah, I hated them all this time, and I probably do that revolution myself before I die at one point or another. And Erwin, I mean, he's a difficult character to read. At the same time, he was saying that I'm not sure uh, can this change benefit the humanity. So it feels like he was doing that not for humanity entirely, but for himself as well. But it's just as I've said in the previous discussion, you and humanity, you're going in the one direction. The future is there, not here where we live. So it's just it's just great that you move in the same direction. But he basically says like it's not like I'm doing it for humanity. I just have my selfish dream and stuff. But as I've said, he wants to know the truth, and we want to know the truth, and humanity will really want to know the truth when they know what's up, what's happening. That there are like people outside, and we were told that there's no people. Everyone wants to know the truth, especially I, as a viewer. And Erwin is basically me just there. I mean, yeah, he cares about people around him, but he also really interested in what's the plot. So I don't think like he's like absolutely selfish man. He was ready to give his life to save Eren in season 2. He was like half eaten by a Titan, were screaming, "Screw me, go help Eren. I'm replaceable." So it's not like he's not ready to die. He don't want to die, but who wants to die? He want to know the truth, but he was still pushing forward to achieve that goal. Maybe not him, but someone should prove his father in the end. He wants to know that, but his dream is uh, to make his father's theory, like to prove it, not for himself, but for like maybe for himself as well. But anyways, I'm just and then the guy says and Aaron like was not expecting the way he started saying that. So even Erwin is honest. That's also good. So it's like, yeah, I was kind of doing that for humanity, but kind of not. And that's a very human thing to do. It's only in the movies there are like super heroes who don't swear, who don't fart, like yeah, they're like purest human being ever imagined. Like in real life heroes, they're just ordinary human with their little dark side inside of them. There's no pure white, no pure black in this world. And the very interesting thing. So, as far as I understand, we saw the middle part, right? And it said about underground chapel. So this thing Hanji was telling about, this road races place, um, on the top it looks like a chapel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But down there, it's the underground part of it. And I suppose it was used for this, like, has been passed down. So they were, for generations, the royal family's power has been passed down to this location. Wait a second. The royal family's power has been passed down at this location. What power? I've got goosebumps. They want, man, power and the vessel. So, man, just a little phrase gives such an incredible hint on every fucking thing. They had this power this whole time. The king had this power, his family or whatever, and they were passing this power. I don't know why, but I mean, people are dying, I suppose, so you have to pass the power. I suppose being a Super S Titan doesn't give you immortality. But this power, the coordinate power, to control Titans, to control basically human, the power with which the walls were created, I suppose they had this power. And this is a crazy power, right? And that's why Reiner thought that inside the walls there lives one super royal titan with the power. And they wanted that power. But man, this is so crazy. I'm afraid to tell that, but let's I'm gonna keep a little bit just so we go through the thing. So the king had power. His family had power that was passing down this location. But looks like now he have no power. And Aaron has the power. And where Aaron got the power? From his father. And where father got his power? And what's up with seven bandits and stuff? Man, let me go through the thing again. This, if it's true, it is like insane. But let's, maybe I'm messing something up. But Hanji, are you going to tell us about this? Yes, please. Uh-huh. Erwin gave me the Survey Corps investigation report regarding the racist state. So it was hour investigation about this Chappelle estate incident. It was not like they only wrote about what they saw, so it's not telling the real deal. And it says most of it's about the incident that shook up the Reyes family 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, it happened 5 years ago. The same day. The same day. It was really the same day, or nearly the same day. She says the same day. The wall Maria was breached. And few days after that, he went to Historia and her mother. God damn it. Rodriguez was liked well enough by those who lived on his land. And he had a big family. I can see him, I can see his wife, and one, two, three. I'm not sure. I can see him, I can see his wife, and one, two, three, four, five kids. But the ones are little, very little ones. The other are grown up. He had 5 children, and his eldest daughter Frida was a down-to-earth girl. And this is the girl, this Frida girl, with her hat and black hair. It is her from the opening and from the ending with Historia. Marcus, so she knew Historia. They were close. But then disaster struck one night 5 years ago, with the world in a state of pure chaos. So it happened. The Wall Maria breach happened. Several bandits raided the local chapel and set it afire. Unfortunately, that night the entire Reyes family was there praying together. Was they there? Or maybe they were inside there trying to give the power or something. Why would they gather at this very bad moment? But that's not the crazy part. The whole family, and so the whole family, save for its head, Rod Reyes, were killed. Have you found the bodies, though? And all this happened just a few days before Historia's mother. So he lost his family. Until that moment, he had a lot of vessels for the power. But at that day, and by the way, the episode was called That Day, pun intended, in the end. But on that day, he lost the vessels. And somehow he survived, though. That's interesting. And seems like he lost the power. And the one who got the power in the end, I suppose, was Grisha, Jaeger. And we know that Grisha, before the whole event, before that day, I mean, during that day, he went away somewhere. And we never saw him after that. We only saw him. So, okay, that day happened Grisha leaves the house, tells Aaron, like, here's the key, not gonna show you. Then the stuff happens. The same day, poor Carla dies. They evacuate the same day during the evening. They're evacuating to Trost. I suppose that's the same day. And the next morning, Aaron wakes up with the key. So, does that mean that Grisha left the his house, went? Did he know that this is going to happen, or was it like super coincidence? So Grisha went from his house during the night, got there to the road races place, stole the power, I suppose by eating all of them. Somehow not eating road race though. And that day, during the night, he finds Aaron and gives him the power. The only thing I don't understand, why would you ever like giving this power like every time? Could you keep it? Like, you're a grown ass man. If you did that, why wouldn't you? Oh, and he was saying about their memories. Grisha was saying their memories. Their memories. People, road races, families. People, man, goosebumps. Their memories. But that's not okay. That's awesome, but why, Grisha? Why would you entrust such a mission to your son? Why not do that yourself? That's I don't understand that. But other than that, it connects like wow, like the super connection, the best connection ever made in this anime. And the road race survived, like lost the power, lost the vessel, and like holy shit, what should I do? And he ran towards Historia because she was the only one except for him with the royal blood. But god damn it, why do you need Historia while you have the blood? And what's up with this Frida and Historia being together? So another nice girl died, I suppose, because of the whole Titan thing. Man, this is crazy. Was killed by, yeah, by the police guys. That means that the first thing Rodriguez did after losing his family was to seek out Historia. Right. He was not interested in her before he lost all his children, the legitimate ones. A reason that he's after her again, because he needs a vessel to eat a power. Could it be the bloodline? It definitely is. Secret to their blood. That's also interesting. Is there some secret to their blood? I mean, Road Race was saying in some of the previous episodes that only you, Historia, can save the world now. So it feels like the king's power actually, the king's blood actually have some power, some secret in their blood. This is crazy. Man, Grisha, if that's all true, the guy, Grisha, we saw him like 1 minute of screen time the whole Attack on Titan episodes combined to this moment. But it feels like he did so much out of screen. It is absolutely crazy. If it's true, I mean, sure, if it's true, but I'm like 90% sure that that's what happened. I found that several parts of the chapel walls were destroyed. So yeah, the Titan appeared there and destroyed, just like in Connie's village. The houses were destroyed out of them. Like, but wait a minute. How can he do that? I mean, Grisha. Even though these guys had a power of a Titan, right? To get this power, you have to be Titan yourself. You have to be at least stupid Titan. I mean, maybe it's not true. Maybe you can just eat the guy, not being a Titan. Grisha, like, what's the word? Cannibal. Because I remember the ending for season 2. There was a picture where, oh yes, by the way, the king with his blood and stuff. He said like to girls, probably his daughters, to eat this human who may or may not be Ymir, to eat this human and to get this power. So probably you can eat someone who has power of a titan. But how could you eat like 5 people, Grisha? So he either, like, one of 3 things. He either was uh, an awful person who actually ate 5 people. I don't know how can you do that. He managed to somehow find the injection. Maybe we don't know what's in the basement. Maybe he had some there. So maybe he found a way to make an injection and transformed there into a titan in the stupid one and ate people around him. Either he was a super duper titan before that already, and who could have like thought that plan and then be maybe he has the basement. What's in the basement? Who knows? Maybe he actually has some secrets there. His secrets like technology and maybe he was actually a titan by himself, or maybe found a way to somehow get this power. That's not connecting very much. I mean, it's connecting, but it's something that's not clear. But it's possible. Because I thought, like, how would you do that? You have to be a titan for that. Maybe you don't have to be a titan. Who knows? We don't know exactly. Because by the ending of the season 2, it looks like these 3 girls were eating poor human being, and they were in a human form. Bandits would prefer to steal what they can and escape. Of course, there was not bandits. And he rebuilt the chapel again because there's hidden stuff under it. So that's where they went. And thank God they know where they are. I mean, Hanji, Levi, and Geist know where this Rodriguez and Aaron. And that's a weird thing. We see Aaron doing the beauty thingy to him. It looks like his memory, her memory. This is because by judging by the hair color, this looks like this Frida girl, but with Aaron's face, looks weird. But and he's like, what? So it's her memory somehow combined with his memory, because that might explain the whole thing with memory. Grisha was saying like their memory, because it feels like somehow memory can transfer from the ones who you ate. Can you accumulate them like generations? Though Aaron doesn't seem to remember anything except for this little moment, and he's chained up. Everyone's getting ready. Armin asking questions like who Aaron ate and stuff. But man, Armin, you should have watched the second season. It's pretty obvious already who he ate. And his story is here. And I mean, she doesn't look happy, but she doesn't look like she's opposing the whole deal. Is she actually want to eat him? Man, girl, I don't want. I mean, I don't want Aaron to die, but even more than that, I mean, not more, but almost as much as that, I don't want you to become a Titan. You're such a pure and beautiful and nice girl. And this is the ending of season. No, of episode 5. And it was crazy, guys. I mean, if it's actually true with the Grisha, the guy is. Well, he's a dangerous man. But I have still a lot of questions about him. If this all true, then even more questions arises. But it's very possible that it might be true. Whew. I wonder. The next episode should explain stuff, cause yeah, the situation with the revolution is done. Everyone's ready to go to this chapel or whatever and help Aaron and Historia. Man, this is crazy. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.